Hi, I'm Joan Mazat of Leaves and Leashes, and I have taken a long hiatus from posting videos, and I am so sorry, but here we are back on the 4th of July, and we're ready to unveil this year's creations. So I hope you enjoy what we have to say about our containers, and if you do, please like and subscribe. So let's take it from the top. So as usual, I've done a lot of plantings in keeping my hummingbirds and other wonderful pollinators that are in our area. And you know, yesterday night, I have to say, we had a horrific thunderstorm come through here. The storm was so strong that actually when I came to check this container, the container was blown, and honestly, the Coleus was kind of almost uprooted. And well, we lost some branches off of our Salvia purple in bloom, which kind of gives you a little indicator as to why there's some flowers over my head here and not on the other side. We're expecting some more thunderstorms this afternoon, so we just wanted to make sure that we captured this before the storm and kind of told you a little bit about what we're doing. Now, purple in bloom, yes, she will break. It's a little bit more of a brittle salvia compared to the other ones that I've worked with, but will I keep using it? I will, because the plant is substantial enough that yes, it did lose a few branches, but to most people who wouldn't know, you can't tell. And that's that beautiful salvia, purple in bloom. It's gorgeous. It's a very vigorous grower, and it's excellent for the hummingbirds. I wanted to add a little bit of a brighter element, and this is the Canova yellow. And yes, her flowers got a little tattered in the storm, but she's coming up with a great, beautiful next set of buds, and it gives me that dark and that light. So our step down, nestled in here, is our Coleus Heartbreaker. I love Heartbreaker because it's very easy to match within the pinks and the greens, and you can see the bit of purple and the transition in the foliage, which matches very well to the flowers of the purple and bloom salvia. I kind of brought just a normal average Dusty Miller Silver Dust. It's the great bedding plant variety that we all know and love, and it gives me a little bit of light within all of this darkness, which is kind of with the purple tones and even with the darker colors in the Coleus. One of my favorite plants that I found last year and the year before was the Ageratum Monarch Magic. It really was kind of a strange up and down spring. It took a while for everything to kind of get warmed up enough for fear of frost to pass. So I waited until mid-May to plant these containers. When I planted this as a small 4-inch plant of the Ageratum Monarch Magic, the butterfly found it within hours of me planting it, and it had one small open bud. So one 4-inch plant has made this much size since mid-May, and here we are on the 4th of July. So Ageratum Monarch Magic, fantastic for the butterflies, but do keep in mind, it takes a substantial amount of space within the containers. And then I went back to one of my older favorites. This is the Lantana Lavender Weeping. I love this plant. She's going to obviously weep down the corner of my container. Perfect little delicate lantana flowers that actually are pretty tough because again, we had some substantial wind and rain last night, and she's absolutely just gorgeous. So I highly recommend it. This particular container has been really no muss, no fuss for me. I plant things really super tight, and as you can see, even with the storm, there's no yellow leaves. There's no ucky and yucky in the middle of this container, and honestly, she's just simply good to go.